Multi-vehicle crashes are chaotic. They happen in seconds. Vehicles collide from multiple directions. Drivers step out confused. Everyone tells a slightly different version of what happened. You may have been rear-ended and pushed into another vehicle. You may have entered an intersection on a green light and been struck by someone who insists their light was green. You may have been caught in a chain reaction crash on I-40 during rush hour with traffic stacked up behind you. But now you're injured and multiple insurance companies are calling. So my name is Attorney Anthony Spratly here in New Mexico. I'm the founder of Fusion Legal Group and I practice law here in New Mexico. I'm a military veteran and former jet prosecutor, and I represent injured drivers throughout New Mexico. How I handle a complex crash cases, I do it with discipline and structure because multi-vehicle and intersection accidents are rarely simple. And understanding how fault is evaluated in these cases can help you decide whether hiring an Albuquerque or New Mexico car accident lawyer is the right step for you. So, in a straightforward two-car accident, liability is often clearer. One driver runs a red light, one driver rear-ends the other. But in a multi-vehicle accident, responsibility can be divided among several drivers. For example, driver A rear-ends driver B. Driver B is pushed into driver C. Driver C claims driver B caused the damage. Driver A claims driver B stopped suddenly. Now you got 3 insurance companies possibly involved. So each company has its own adjuster. Each company has a financial interest in reducing its share of responsibility. Chain reaction crashes are common on our busy Albuquerque roadways like I-40 on Coors and Paseo. Heavy congestion creates conditions where a single sudden stop triggers a domino effect. In typical chain reaction, one driver fails to stop in time, and then multiple vehicles collide in sequence. Damage occurs at multiple points. Determining which impact caused which injury can become a serious issue. Insurance companies know this, and they may argue that your injuries were caused by a later impact or that another driver shares greater responsibility. Intersection crashes are among the most disputed cases we see in New Mexico car accident claims. Now, left turn collisions, failure to yield to accidents, red light disputes, and multi-lane turn confusion all create conflicting narratives. Each driver may sincerely believe they had the right of way, and witness statements may conflict. Traffic light timing becomes a factor. There may be surveillance footage, but insurance companies conduct detailed investigations before making settlement decisions in these cases. Now, New Mexico follows pure comparative negligence. This means fault can be divided among multiple drivers, including you. So if your total damages equal $100,000 and you are found 25% responsible, your recovery may be reduced to $75,000, for example. In multi-vehicle accidents, fault percentages are frequently contested. Insurance companies may argue you were following too closely. They may argue you entered the intersection too quickly. They also may argue you could have avoided impact. So even small adjustments in fault allocation significantly affect compensation. So if you were injured in a chain reaction or intersection crash and fault is being disputed, call Fusion Legal Group at 505-300-0777 before accepting any settlement. Now, understanding how liability is being divided can protect your financial future. Settlement value in complex accidents still depend on core factors. So medical expenses, lost wages, pain and suffering, comparative negligence, insurance limits. So for example, $25,000 in documented medical treatment may justify a settlement range of $50,000 to $90,000 depending on documentation and liability clarity. Again, there's no guarantee about that. A serious injury involving surgery may exceed $150,000, but practical recovery depends on available insurance coverage across all drivers involved. Again, no guarantee about that. So in some multi-vehicle cases, multiple insurance policies contribute to a settlement. Policy limits do matter. Coverage stacking may matter, and identifying all available coverage requires careful review. So without structured preparation, injured drivers can find themselves caught between insurers shifting blame to each other. Insurance tactics in multi-vehicle cases often include delaying fault determination, requesting recorded statements from all the drivers, and attempting to assign partial fault to everyone involved, arguing pre-existing conditions and offering conservative early settlements. Now, when several insurers are involved, communication does become more complex, and each company may attempt to reduce its percentage of liability exposure. Now, there's also a timing issue. So in most New Mexico cases, personal injury cases, you have 3 years from the date of the crash to file a lawsuit. Multi-vehicle accidents require identifying all the responsible parties as well before filing. So waiting too long to evaluate legal options can weaken leverage and reduce your negotiation strength. So not every multi-vehicle accident requires legal representation. And if your injuries are minor, liability is clearly admitted by one driver. Insurance companies fully compensate documented losses, and there are no disputes among insurers. You may not need someone like me. However, if fault is contested, multiple insurers are involved, injuries are significant, or settlement offers just seem unclear or inconsistent or unrealistic, consulting with an experienced Albuquerque car accident lawyer can prevent costly mistakes. So at Fusion Legal Group, we handle personal injury cases on a contingency fee basis. For you, that means there are no upfront legal fees, there is no hourly billing. We are paid only if compensation is recovered. This structure allows injured families to pursue justice without additional financial burden during recovery. Local representation matters in complex crashes. I live here, my family lives here, I understand Albuquerque traffic patterns, we understand the court procedures here in New Mexico, I understand how regional insurance carriers evaluate multi-vehicle claims. So my military background taught me preparation under pressure, clarity and chaos, and disciplined analysis of conflicting information matter. So those principles guide how I handle every New Mexico claim. So multi-vehicle and intersection crashes are rarely straightforward. And if you are injured and you are unsure how fault will be divided or how insurance companies will allocate responsibility, you should at least speak with an experienced Albuquerque car accident lawyer before signing any settlement agreement. Give us a call at Fusion Legal Group at 505-300-0777. We will review your case, explain how liability is being analyzed, and discuss available insurance coverage, and help you decide whether hiring representation is the right choice for your situation. So you do not have to navigate a complex crash alone. Give us a call. Just reach out.